With my last album, Soulflower, we recorded in Brooklyn, and at the time, you know, there's been this big revival of soul music and retro music, and a lot of that music was based in Brooklyn. So it was a great opportunity to be able to record that music in Brooklyn. But for this new album, I wanted to take it a step further and experience a new sound and get a little bit more of the rootsy kind of soulful roots that I was kind of missing on Soulflower, something that I kind of discovered while I was making that album. So I decided to make the trek down to Memphis and record here in Memphis. You know, you just get a little bit more of that American roots kind of Southern influence to the music, which makes it have a little bit more of it has a different feel to it. Being here in Memphis, it gives a completely different vibe and presence to recording the album, and being here with all the history here and the way that the city is and the people here. The music on this album is original music, a lot of which I've written, and I wanted to keep a little bit of the same theme that I had for Soulflower because I really felt it worked well, and so I wrote a few songs with that same group of songwriters, and with the addition of writing a lot more on my own. You know, I really did a lot of research and kind of dug into what would make this album special and give it a sense of meaning. And for me, I needed to take a trip down here and kind of get to know the city, get to know the people, and after we found a producer to work with, I called him up. His name is Scott Bomar, and he's been around the Memphis music scene his whole life.
When I heard Robin, I just immediately impressed by her voice and how great of a singer she is, and her phrasing and how much energy she has on stage. And she's just very fun, and her voice has a very wide range. So I was very interested in working with her in the studio on an album.
He really kind of opened my ears to a lot of different music, even though I was real familiar with music from Memphis. Some different things and some different ideas. And after my trip here, I ended up writing a lot more, which was great because I really got the feel for the city and the music and just the people here.
I think the record-making process in Memphis may be a little bit different than other places, and it's people say there's a vibe here, an energy here, and I think that's true. And it's a little bit more laid back, and I think artists can come here. It's a good place for artists to come and relax.
I wrote a song called "The Heart of Memphis," and it was just after I left here, my first visit. I was really touched by the people here. They really did make me feel like I was part of their family. It is that Southern hospitality, I think, that really comes through in the people, and I think that's why the music has such a really neat feeling to it. That song is about my experience here for a couple of days, my trip here to Memphis, what I took away from it, the beautiful people, the music from the city, the food. You know, those are all things that I'm very much affected by.